Worthless piece of shit! This is why I could never be one of those upbeat streamers. There's being performative and then there's changing your entire fucking personality. I don't know if that's fixed it, in all honesty. I don't know if this recording is even going to be a recording, if anything is even working with the clusterfuck of technical issues that decided to maelstrom down on my fucking head. Let's just move on, shall we? Let's just pretend everything's fine, despite the fact that the stream on my phone is a black screen. So, who knows what that's about? Maybe it's Twitch's fault. Maybe it's OBS's fault. Maybe it's my phone's fault. But I fucking hope not, because I just paid out my fucking nose to have that fixed. So, I can't afford to again. Oh, good. Well, we're going into this with a lot of positivity. I can tell this is going to be a lovely positive stream of piss. Anyway, let's kill a Bambi. I couldn't even kill a Bambi. There we go. Catharsis. So, trying to salvage something now. Last time we got Gaiused rather abruptly. I've never noticed the purpleness there. And there. Is that somewhere we've been? Don't try and remember stuff, Steve. You know you can't do it. So anyway, we got our shit pushed in there, so I thought we'd finally check out what this is. And maybe also what this is, because this is also a thing. It's also that thing. Looks like a kind of wizard's tower or something. Good, I love it when the door's already pre-kicked in. Rabbath's Rise. Was Rabbath a wizard? They usually are, aren't they? Was he doing some weird experiments and turning himself into a big head? They're usually doing that as well. Well, KNF Originals was in the chat. I fear in all the bumblefuck mad technical issue madness we've lost him, so I will still give you a shout out in the description because you are here in spirit, which I appreciate. Contraption does not move. Yeah, that's been the entire fucking problem. The contraption known as my streaming setup does not move. Okay, well, it does not move, I suppose. That's that then, for now. Is this one of those ones you've got to skedaddle up the side? Yes! Fuck. Didn't someone teach... Oh, damn my memory. Someone taught us a way of clearing these. I'll be damned if I can remember what it is now. Some kind of item. Some kind of key item. Not that. Don't suppose it was this, was it? Oh. it worth a go. Yes, it is. I don't quite see how that works, how a shackle unshackles. But let's not question it. There isn't the time. Rabbath's Cannon. Is it better than the other one? Because that was a little disappointing, if I'm totally honest. Well, it's not upgraded, so can't tell at the moment. A type of jar cannon used to fire great bolts. Yeah, so was the other one. A masterwork of machinist, Rabbath. That's a new type of thing. I don't think we've heard of that before. God, I'm paranoid now that even my chat isn't working. I think the actuality is just that there's no one in it. Which I should have expected, really. Why it's not working on my phone? Irked. Steve is going to be miffed today. Oh, okay, so a normal stream then. Yep. The power of the glintstones that encircle the barrel imbues bolts with magic damage and guides shots towards their targets. Do you want to sound more mush-mouthed and drunk during that? So magic damage as opposed to just normal boom damage. Okay. That's fine, I guess. If you're that way inclined. You're playing a sorcerer, Steve. If you're that way inclined. Oh, well, at least I can confirm the chat is working to some extent. Fluentcode, who, someone I know IRL, says, howdy, what's occurring? Technical issues mostly, which has been a real pain in the fucking hole, to be honest. Was hoping for a nice, easy start to the stream, and I've wasted God knows how long restarting it and starting it again, and now everything's thrown off kilter. But we got there in the end, even though some of my stuff is still showing a black screen. It, if you can see and hear me, then something's working. Presumably the important bit. It's bad enough just dealing with my poor memory from each of these to the other. Ah, you are not old people, as I suspected. You are marionettes, who we haven't seen in a while, actually. Perhaps they're scared of me now that I wear the helmet of their fallen brethren. I'm like the god of the marionettes. In that there's nothing really going on inside my head. Oh yes, I remember. The flailing blender full of knives. Well, that's gone okay so far. I think there's someone still shooting at me. Nope, that could be everyone. Well, we made it, wherever this is. Could this be a blood loss? It's a safe bet. Most things are around here. Yeah, this is a little different to most things we've come across. I suppose we've seen swampy churches before, but this is uniquely designed, I think. No beast ahead, it's like a dream. Don't trust you. Cathedral of Manus Metir. Or Metyre. Or Metyre. That's unfortunately yet another name we haven't heard before. I'd really like to flesh out and expound upon the names we do have before introducing yet more people. Whoever he was worthy enough to have his own cathedral. Odd choice of names as well, of course, because if you've played Dark Souls, Manus is very much a prominent figure in the DLC there, but I am going to assume no relation. Outsider ahead. Friendship ahead. Really? I'll be the judge of that. Looks big enough for a boss arena, doesn't it? Who put all these cages here? What is this? Fucking Mikolash's house? Uh-huh. Oh wait, no, that's the symbol of peace. That is... Okay. No fighting. No fisticuffs in here. I can't even see... Presumably it's something sat on a chair, but I can't make out head nor tail of it at the moment. The fuck are you? Ah, okay. A person with a frilly collar and a mask. Hello.
Well, we don't often receive visitors.
I gathered that by the dust.
Welcome to Manus Metir. It is a pleasure to have you. In lands so forsaken as these, chance encounters are precious indeed. Seeing that we have convened here on this day, allow me to mark the occasion with a modest offering.
Hole-laden necklace. And a ruins map. Thank you very much. I will check the inventory. I'm also checking to see if your clothing is flammable. It appears not. You've passed the test. Thanks for also telling us how to pronounce Manus Metir. I think I spoke over his name, but Emir... Fuck. He'll probably say it again. No, he probably won't actually.
The map I gave you charts the site of a hallowed ruin. It is said that after sounding the hanging bell there, one's fate will be guided by the stars. I only wish to be of service, to help those who fight for their purpose. I'm not mistaken, am I? I can see it in your eyes. You are a fighter, are you not?
Oh yeah, I love fighting, me. Can't get enough of it. Well, always hard to know in these games. When someone's pleasant to you, it's not... Look at all these fucking bloodstains. Isn't this supposed to be a non-combat area? What's been happening here? I am suspect. Right, let's not forget the doohickeys he gave us. Hole-laden necklace. Use at a hallowed ruin to sound a hanging bell. Can you not just hit it with something? A pale blue necklace made from a thin, elongated stone hollowed out from the inside. It was a teaching of Count Ymir. The fate of the one who sounds the hanging bell. Yeah, he said that. That sounds very Dark Souls 1 as well, to be honest. And this shows the location, which, yeah, I wish they hadn't repeated that line at the bottom. That was suspect the first time he said it. Now I'm really squinting. Whenever anyone describes themselves as your servant or humble or I'm just a simple man, fucking shenanigans are afoot. So is that part of this map? It would appear not. Is that the best? Can I look at it better than that? No. Okay, that doesn't fucking help me at all then. Likely fire or core? What do you mean by that, sir? Death. I mean, when you're right, you're right. I would say this is ominous as well, but it's a cathedral, so it's kind of fine. Or is that just what they want us to think? Okay, and now we've got our clobber back. You know what, let me just check that the audio is working here. I've got paranoia coming out of my ears now. Says the mic is working. And my voice appears from the black screen. So so the audio on my phone monitor is working, just not the image. Indicates the location of a hallowed ruin. It's a fucking dragonfly buzzing around. Well, I guess it's good that we got that. I don't... You go about your business, wolf pack. Been a while since we found one of them. Oh, I see. Why's it got to be yellow gas? Isn't it all sulfur or something? So that's where we came up. No, I don't think so, chaps. Jesus, how many wolves do you want? Enough to tank the frame rate, apparently. What you looking at? Ah, had a feeling I was just showing off at that point. I keep thinking this is something, but it... Oh, damn. It's been a minute since we found one of them as well. So it's one of those without a mausoleum attached. That's strange. So we can duplicate one of our remembrances there. I will have to try and remember that. You can fuck off. In fact, let's not remember it. Let's put a marker down. For something. I can't see what that is, so that'll do. So the entrance to these ruins is either blindingly obvious, and I've missed it, or it's elsewhere. He didn't say it's like right beneath the cathedral, did he? I have a feeling he might have. If he did, I'm not actually seeing a way down though. I think it's a different approach, whatever the case is. Hello, me again.
Is something the matter?
Yes, I'm lost.
I've given you a map to the hallowed ruin.
Yeah, but I can't properly look at it.
Suppose you expect a lesson of me, do you? I know the feeling. Those with purpose are nothing if not ravenous. For power. For truth.
For plot progression. Oh, he's a sorcerer. Well. He's a high priest. Apparently. You would think that would be more of the incantations then. Those. We've got those. Got all of those. This is his only new one. Conceal self in a glintstone haze. Sorcery of a preceptor who served the Carrion royal family, used to conceal oneself in a glintstone haze, reappearing after a few seconds have passed. Directional inputs determine where one will reappear. The curator of the study hall was such a master of this sorcery that it now bears her name. Miriam's vanishing. Sure. Sounds like a kind of Misty Step sort of thing.
I too am a glintstone sorcerer.
Yeah.
We study the stars and examine the life therein. Are you familiar with our findings?
Oh, totes.
We began as stardust, born of a great rupture far across the skies. We too are children of the greater will. Is that not divine? Is that not sublime? And yet none can fathom its implications. Its utter brilliance.
And yet many try.
Oh yes, do mind your feet around the church. You wouldn't want to hurt the little boy.
Excuse me?
Is something the matter? Here to squeak.
I'm gonna squeeze some fucking answers out of you. The little boy. What? 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 From software character talks in riddles. Steve is somehow surprised. What little boy? What? If you weren't suspect before, the idea of a high priest with this entire cathedral to himself and nothing in it but a little boy, you know, I don't... writes itself, really. And skulls, I should mention, but then skulls are fucking everywhere. Okay, well, as dark as it is, I don't think there's anything I'm missing in this room. Just on the off chance that something happens when I sit down here. Nope. Okay, there's no one else hiding around here, I don't... Dog. Steve's gonna hurt himself in his confusion soon. Alright, so be it. Big empty nothing. Seemingly. What a strange man. Still don't fancy my chances with Gaius, so I think I might, although, hang on, if we're here, that goes up there, yeah, and then that's the whole flooded bit again. How do we fancy another bonfire fight? My mental faculties are in the shitter, perhaps my physical capabilities won't be. Sounds like wishful thinking, Steve? Yes, that's exactly what it is. All these poxy wolves. I don't know if the vanishing spell is going to help us much against someone who carpet bombs the entire vicinity, but you never know. Probably more than that. Put that on just to try it. Didn't really do a lot. So yeah, there's unseen form, and then there's Miriam's hootenanny. Oh, we can also do the rain of fire thing now, which I haven't tried. Yeah. It is, it's like a little misty step. Oh, I'm a fan of that. I quite like that. As I say, might not be super helpful in the next few minutes. And I've got confusion in the back of my mind now from what Ymir was saying. Oh, this could have been a bit much. Fuck's sake. Oh, that only seemed... Yeah, that... Okay. That's fine. That's getting the death out of the way that won't happen against the bonfire guy. So, you know. It lures them into a false sense of security. If you run up to someone and kill yourself in front of them, they're not going to consider you a threat. No, actually, they might consider you the most threatening, to be honest. Psychologically, anyway.